And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. We want to thank everybody that joined us all weekend long, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Saturday, Championship Saturday from Hidalgo, Texas. The 7th annual Hidalgo Pirate Classic comes to an end with two teams. One from Laredo LBJ Wolves, coming into the championship after winning 56-50 and beating Hidalgo, getting into the championship game. For Weslaco, they had a game. They had two games, one last night, 38-33 against South San, and then this morning was a good one, 45-39, as they beat Edinburgh North to get to the championship. There's going to be some X factors, and there's going to be some players here that we're going to talk about here early on in this broadcast. And again, the championship game set already. The two teams have done a tremendous job getting to the championship game here in the Platinum bracket. We want to congratulate the gold winners in the bracket, which was Rio Hondo 51-41 and beat San Benito. For the rest of the teams, South San getting fifth place. Getting fourth place. Also, we want to congratulate Hidalgo and Coach Sanchez as they're getting the we're going to have the national anthem also in this contest, so bear with us as we're going to extend a little bit on what the introductions are. So the starting lineup for the Weslaco Panthers. Senior Caleb Ibarra, he's a starter.
Number 20, senior Matthew Casanova. Number 32, senior Alexis Lizarra. Number 24, Isaiah Garcia. And number 4, Safi Vito.
And Safi Fino out of the self is also starting. So Caleb Ibarra, Safi Fino, and Matt Casanova. Number 20, number 24 is Zea Garcia, and number 32, Alexis Istraga, starting for the Weslaco Panthers in the for LBJ. They're getting their roster. And the starting lineup for Laredo LBJ is 0, Osvaldo Garza. Number 4, Eduardo Jaime. Number 15, Chris Marino. Also starting number 21, Ivan Medina. And number 44, Ismael Benavides. That's the starting lineup for Laredo LBJ. And the starting lineup was brought to you by Kumo Fitness and And the playing of the national anthem as we get set for the tip-off. The X factors for both teams. I'm going to be calling Ismael Benavides, the center down low for the Wolfpack, will be the difference maker in this game. On the other side for Weslaco, you're going to see the X factor being Isaiah Garcia, the 3-guard, and knowing the fact that Ibarra and Safi Fino will be getting most of the attention from Osvaldo Garza and Marino. Izraga and Eduardo Jaime will be jumping it up. Weslaco in purple and white, and LBJ in their white and purple trim. The self grabs and he takes a 10-footer, misses, and fouled. A touch foul, but nonetheless, Safino will go to the line, and he will get 2 free throws here with 7:44 left. First one, he's pretty much almost an 80 to 90% free throw shooter, and he misses the first one. Second one, misses the second one, and Medina will get the rebound. Garza will bring it back, and he'll have Ibarra on him, the senior. So moving the ball around crisply here for LBJ. They had a 9 o'clock game this morning. So there it is. Benavides looking to see what he does, and Izraga blocks his first shot. Safino will bring it back out. Casanova to Ibarra, inside to Izraga. So they're going to try and establish the inside first. 3-ball misses. And Isaiah Garcia, like I said, the X guy, he's going to have those hustle plays. 0-0 still with 6:56. Izraga looking down low. Can't find anybody. Casanova now has it. Championship game. Platinum bracket. 7th annual Hidalgo Pirates Classic. Been a great tournament so far. Trying to look inside. Ibarra. Now Laself has it to Casanova on the right side. Up to Ibarra. Ibarra has Medina on him. Garza puts a hand up. Inside to Casanova. Casanova back out to Izraga. Laself has it. Drives it in. Jump shot misses. He gets his own rebound. Puts it back up. Misses and rebound. A foul called. There's Jaime. And number 32 will and there's an injury. So we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956.
And we're back live. 0-0, 6 minutes left here in the championship game. First quarter. Marino has it, left side of the court. Inside to Benavides, back outside. Garza takes a 3, misses, rebound. Safifino brings it up the court quick. He is already in the front court. And left-handed blocked by Ismael Benavides. So So the big man working down low. Comes in Valderas. Valderas working inside. Now he is called for a travel. To be expected, these two teams in the championship, and it's still 0-0 with 5:38 left. Ibarra on Garza. Garza ball handling. Skills are good. Jaime takes a three and bangs it in. So a quick three for Eduardo Jaime. And then right back, Garcia hits a three. Tied up at 3 apiece. Marino lets it fly. Bang, bang, bang. The fireworks start going here with 4:50 left. 6-3 now. Ibarra has it at the top of the key. Self. In the corner, Ibarra met by Eduardo Jaime. Banderas comes out the screen from the free throw line. Jump shot, 10-footer in for Ibarra. 6-5 now. Garza goes right, comes left, all the way to the rack, and Casanova gets the rebound. Transition, Ismael. Isai Garcia all the way to the 10. Makes it 7-6. Transition. Nice move by Benavides. Gets knocked out. 7-6. Weslaco leads by 1. Talking before the game to coach and says this team, Coach Ortega says this team is a good team. Weslaco and Safifino goes in and banks one in for 2. 9-6, up by 3 now. Marino being guarded by Garcia. 3:20. Goes right, and he is fouled. Blocking foul. No continuation. So that's Garcia's first foul. And they're going to attack. Marino and Osvaldo Garza are going to attack just like on the other side. Weslaco. So Fifino Alaself will do the same alongside his partner in crime and Ibarra. That's also going to happen. Pickpocket. The board. Medina gets it back out. Jumper. Good for Garza. Makes it 9-8. 3 minutes left. Brings it up to court. Marino on Safifino. Makes a move. Jump shot. Good. (11-8). 2:36 left here in the ball game. Actually, in the first quarter, excuse me. All the way in. And a foul, and count it. Valderas tried to body him up. And Garza going in amongst the trees and getting fouled and getting the N1. So he's at the line trying to tie it up here at 11 apiece with 2:29 left in the first quarter. And the rim's in and out. Into the front court, Laself, over to Banderas. Casanova, 3, misses. Garza grabs the ball, and he is rolling. He is going. And Benavides with a layup, misses. Ibarra comes right back, pressing, making sure. And Marino gets the steal. Being chased by Casanova, and he gets it in for 2. He takes the lead, 12-11, 1:56 left. Both teams are fundamentally sound. Both teams also like to have active hands in the passing lanes. Medina was on Safi. There you go with the postman. The big man getting his hands in. 15-footer and foul called. Casanova fouls Marino. In a minute 33, scored 12-11. LBJ leads by 1. Makes the first one, makes it 13-11. Checking in is Bolanos for Weslaco. And the second one is good. Up by 3, 14-11. Semi-press. Number 10 coming in, Valderas and Rodriguez. Rodriguez can't handle it. And Marino picks up his second foul. They can't get into foul trouble. The 2 guards of Garza and Marino. Bolanos gets it at the top, swings it. Ibarra has Jaime inside. Valderas working on Ismael Benavides. Turns around, bucket, 13-14. Minute 7 now, first quarter winding down. Garza on Ibarra, drives it left side. Inside to Benavides. Can't, and there's a foul over the back. Benavides. And checking in, number 32 now, Evelio Rodriguez. So Rodriguez comes in for 44 Benavides. 14-13, 51 seconds. Rodriguez brings it up. Balones. Safifino, jump shot, misses. Rodriguez inside, misses. Safifino gets the board and rolls it in. Take a 1-point lead, 14-15, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Ibarra on Garza. Garza drives it all the way in. And Ibarra gets his hand in there, and 15 seconds left. Loself working on Medina. Jump shot from the free throw line. Misses, long rebound. Bolanos. A 3 by Ibarra. And in for 3. And that's the way that first quarter ends, with Weslaco leading by 4, 18-14. We'll be back with more after this.
4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
And we're back live, 18-14, second quarter now. Marino, jump shot misses, rebound, Bolanos, excuse me. Ibarra swings it out. Bolanos over to Safifino. Inside, trying to get 15-footer, misses. Marino saves it. Scramble, and there's a foul called. Actually, there's a jump ball. A foul called on number 10, Rodriguez. Marino has Bolanos on him, drives it in, kicks it out. Garza drives left side all the way in and gets fouled. And that one is on Ibarra. And in and out, misses the first free throw. And misses the second one. Inside and one. That's the third foul on Marino. And the basket will count on the other end as Barderas got the ball into the cup. And misses the and one. Gets it right back. Puts it up. And extends it to 22-14. A three for Jaime. And that one is in. 22-17. Bolanos over to Ibarra. Ibarra passes it out to Valderas. Inside to Savino. Savino off the glass, misses. Medina grabs the rebound. Quickly Garza. And a pass that was intercepted by Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes inside and puts it in. Quickly back out. Marino all the way in. And a transition bucket on the other end, 24-19. And that's what you're going to get back and forth from both of these teams. If they get a chance in the open court and get long rebounds, you're going to see them fly down the court and get an easy basket. 24-19, second quarter. Bolanos, turnaround jumper, good. 26-19, 5:24 left here in the second quarter. Garza crosses the half-court line and passes it out to Medina. Medina has it, trying to go inside to Benavides. Benavides is being guarded closely by Valderas. Rodriguez is guarding, Ibarra is guarding Garza. Out to Jaime. Jaime, straight up three, misses. Boxing out, and Safi Fino cutting. Valderas inside. Rodriguez back out. 26-19, up by 7. Weslaco Panthers in the championship versus Laredo LBJ. Safi, straight up three, misses. Rebound is Jaime. Jaime back out quickly to Marino. Marino to Benavides, down the court. The ball is already in the other side. Marino for three, and good. Bang, bang, bang. Makes it 22-26, 4-point lead for Weslaco. 4:14 left here in the second quarter. Rodriguez has it down on their side of the court already. Looking inside was Rodriguez. Back outside to Ibarra. Fino looking inside to the big man, Barderas. Barderas working on Ismael Benavides. Turnaround, misses. And they get the long rebound. Ivan Medina loses the ball, and right back. They grab it right back. Marino has it at the top of the key. Tries to make a move on Bolanos. Inside to Benavides. Cutting was Jaime. Working inside. Turnaround. And gets fouled. That's a good move. It looked like a Kareem Olajuwon type of move where he goes one way. Acts like if he's coming up with a head fake and right back up. 22-26. And Benavides is good. Checking in is number 10, Joshua Cáceres. Checking out is Marino. Rodriguez comes out, and Berrones comes in for Weslaco. Second one of 2, and he goes 2 for 2. 2-point game, 24-26. LBJ down by 2. Berrones to LaSelf. LaSelf will get fouled. And Medina got caught for the foul, but now LaSelf will go to the line 1-1. First one is good. The second one is good for LaSelf. Makes it a 4-point lead. 3:16 left. Inside, Benavides works his way. Makes it a 28-26 game, 2:59. Bolanos bringing it up to 4 Weslaco. Didn't see much of him in either of the games that we covered early on in the week. Safi Fino. And now we also see Marco Noriega. Noriega Ibarra. Jumper. Good. Makes it 30-26. 4-point lead. 2:30 left. Inside Benavides. Poked away by Berrones. Drives it in, guards up, pull up. Jay misses. Still trying to get the ball. Now controlled by Weslaco. LaSelf brings it all the way back, weaving his way and finds him. And there is a charge called on Safifino as he drove into the lane and kicked it out to Berrones, but 30-26, 2:07 left here in the second quarter from the Hidalgo Early College High School Gymnasium in Hidalgo, Texas, 7th Annual Hidalgo Pirates Classic. Coach Gus Sanchez and his coaching staff, also the crew of friends and family and people that are helping from the school district. Wonderful hostess for hosting us, realsportslive.com. It's Joshua Cáceres. Cáceres will drive and off the glass, misses, gets his own rebound. Tries to find Benavides. And quickly, the ball is out. The other side, off the glass, missing. Safi LaSelf gets the long rebound. Jumper off the glass. Now resetting is Ibarra. Has Medina on him. He drives, kicks it out. Berrones. And it was off of Berrones, and it is going to be LBJ ball. The Wolves play in a very competitive District 29 6A with the likes of Laredo United, Laredo Alexander, Laredo Nixon now. Jump shot, 15-footer. Good for the big man. 28-30. Full court press here. Safi LaSelf being guarded by Cáceres. He gets past Cáceres. Now Medina comes in. Tries to find somebody open. That's Portillo. Portillo back outside. And that gets over the head of Noriega. Noriega could not get tall enough to get that ball. And it's a turnover. LBJ possesses with 46.7 seconds left in the quarter. 30-28. Garza will be guarded by Ibarra. Gets it to Cáceres. Trying to work through Jaime and Medina. Medina has the ball, now passes it right side to Cáceres. Left side. Benavides. Left side, passes out. Medina open for three and bangs it in for three. Bang, bang, bang. As they take a 1-point lead with 9 seconds left. Safi Lasself will be bringing it up with Cáceres on him. 4 seconds. Makes a crisscross move and puts it up and no good. At halftime, here from the Hidalgo High School Gymnasium, 31-30. LBJ takes a 1-point lead. We'll be back with more after this.
Fans, mark the day and make your plans to attend the Party on the Boulevard in Mercedes February 2nd. It's a festival featuring a beer garden, food trucks, 2 music stages, artisans, competitions, pet parade, and more. Family-friendly event. Admission is free. Check out the Facebook and the website at Party on the Boulevard. Saturday, February 2nd, along the Boulevard at the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Showgrounds in Mercedes, Texas. Be there. It won't be a party without you.
Fans, we want to take this time to thank Alamo Ironworks for helping sponsor this broadcast. Alamo Ironworks for all your industrial steel needs, industrial supplies, steel products, and fabrications. Alamo Ironworks on the Expressway in Edinburgh, Texas.
I opened Alex Ron with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
And we're at halftime, 31-33, here from the Hidalgo Early College High School Gymnasium. I think that's what they call it. I'm not sure, but we're at the 7th Annual Hidalgo Pirates Classic in Hidalgo, Texas. It's been a fun 3 days. Well, for me, it's been a fun 2 days because I was here Friday and today, Saturday. Championship Saturday today. We had a slew of games here at the gymnasium. And we had some doozies in the morning. And, of course, for the gold bracket, we had the winner of Rio Hondo taking on San Benito, and they won 51-41. Also, South San came into town. They had a tremendous tournament. We have with us from the monitor, Saul, last name, Thomas, well, Berros. How's it going, man? And
good. Thanks for having me.
You guys are, of course, you cover sports reporting, putting it on the newspaper, putting it on rgvsports.com. So if you guys want to know what's going on in the world of sports in the RGV area, well, guess what? Go to rgvsports.com and see what Saul has to type up about all these schools here in the Rio Grande Valley.
Absolutely.
So you cover, yeah, you got it covered all the way through. What did you see the first half? The first half, LBJ taking a 1-point lead, but Weslaco controlled the tempo for the most part. I think we talked about it before the game, the X Factor. Garcia for Weslaco was going to be the X Factor. Now, early on, LBJ got into foul trouble with one of their guards, their two guard in Marino. That kind of changed the complexity of the game. Weslaco took the run. What did you see?
You know, I think one of the big things was the defense came out really strong. We saw the first 3 or 4 shots were all misses, forced by the defense to take tough shots. But then both teams kind of settled into their game. We saw a lot of three-pointers fly, 7 three-pointers in total in the quarter. But I think when LBJ really started to steal the advantage right at the end was when they started feeding the big man down low. Number 44?
Yeah, number 44, and that's Ismael Benavides. Again, when Benavides, they work from low to high. They do the low-high type of thing. They use him because they utilize him in a sense where he can come out up top, and he's athletic enough to make a move to the basket.
Exactly.
You saw some of
Or
those.
he can pull up from pretty far range.
Yeah,
he hit it pretty nice too at the end there.
He hit a 15-footer from right above the free throw line there to extend to the 31-30. Now, we didn't see too much from Ibarra. We didn't see too much of him. We did see a lot of Savino. And Savino again has a motor, and we were talking about that early on. Him and Osvaldo Garza kind of give us a sense of kind of a Russell Westbrook type of scorer, ball handler, point guard type of thing, where it's score first, pass later.
No doubt, absolutely. And like I said, you know, when they got shooting at each other and back to back, it was 3 at one end, 3 at the other, 3 at the other. I mean, that's this game at its best, and I think we might see a lot more of that in the second half.
Well, and looking at that, yes, we started. I think they didn't score till like 5-something left in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. I think the first 3 was like with 5-something left,
yeah,
right?
5:22,
See, so an 8-minute quarter, and it takes you almost 3 minutes to get a point. That means the defense was on lockdown for both teams. But they extend it to beyond the arc, and that's when they started flying from out there. The LBJ does not. They're not one of those type of teams that they okay, I'm gonna get right to the line. No, they pretty much, if you're inside the gym, they're gonna shoot it.
Absolutely. And they're going to hit a lot of them, too. I'm surprised, you know, at the range that they shoot from, they hit them at a pretty high percentage.
Yeah, they do. The other thing is when we looked, Medina, on the switch off, when they switch off, he mostly guards now Savino. Savino has been having the first step or the step to get past him. He's gotten those mid-range jumpers. Now, he hasn't hit most of those mid-range jumpers, but you're getting those second and third chance points for the Weslaco Panthers. Now, is that gonna be a factor coming into the second half if they can get going with that?
Exactly, and I think one of the big things is, like you mentioned, Safi hasn't been hitting those jumpers. Those will start to hit. That's his comfort shot. But at the same time, we're seeing the defense make that a tougher look. Sometimes he's shooting over bodies, shooting over hands. If the LBJ can keep up that defensive pressure, that's going to be the key to slowing the Weslaco attack.
Now, you've seen them for the most part all year, right? You've seen how Weslaco comes in. We had a gentleman by Jack Scroggin that came in and did a couple of games for us, and did some games Thursday with Joe. He was here yesterday with me, and he saw, of course, one of the Weslaco games, and he was very delighted to see the game of number 24, Isaiah Garcia. It's a lefty senior for Weslaco. That's for us when we see those kids on the court, and when you look at those kind of situations, you kind of tell yourself, is this what a 3-guard is? You know, what a forward is, or because now for the most part, every team that I've seen in the Valley, that I've seen even in the Laredo area, they're small. In other words, they have a small lineup. They have 1 big and 4 smalls, and they want to run.
Yeah, just the game prior to this, you saw Hidalgo play. I mean, their lineup is almost, you know, positionless. They're playing, and everyone can kind of guard 1 through 5. So it's really interesting to see the development and just kind of the progression of basketball down here in South Texas.
Yeah, we start the third quarter, and Ibarra now has Medina on him as we're going to keep Saul here with us for the second half, enjoying it from up top. And we talked about that man right there. He misses the jump shot, the 3. And there it is, the second. And we got off and running. Saul. And in for 2.
LBJ takes the first points of the second half.
7:35 left, and that quick. You see the transition for them. Once they get that long rebound, they will take it back in quick and in a hurry.
Absolutely.
Ibarra swings it. Now Ibarra up top, met by Medina. Isaiah Garcia has Garza on him. Safafino has Marino. Now with 3 fouls coming in. Doesn't want to get that 4th foul early here because then you'll lose him. 3 for Ibarra. Bang, bang, bang. And right there, we are tied up at 33 apiece with 6:54 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Great action on both ends of the floor. Both teams playing good defense. Offense just better so far to start.
And Jaime, that's another gentleman that and there is a moving screen. And that's on 21. So Ivan Medina gets the foul, and that's 2 on him. So those fouls are going to get to the point where these teams are going to want to be aggressive, but can't be aggressive because of foul trouble.
And you know, that brings up a good point that I wanted to bring up during the half. Typically, we've seen LBJ.
That's a nice shot, mid-range shot for Isaiah. Right back to the big man. Nice. Izarraga blocks Benavides. Right back is Ibarra. And Ibarra gets fouled by number 4, Jaime.
And we've seen LBJ a lot. They'll go with the 5-in, 5-out philosophy. A lot of times he goes pretty deep into his bench. But in this game, it's been almost no subs. He's only really used the subs for the foul trouble. And, you know, it's kind of a sign of how much he respects Weslaco and the job that they do.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to get you don't want to get behind 10 points early to Weslaco. And it's good for the first one. Makes it a 36-33 game. LBJ, Weslaco. Both teams, I believe, went undefeated in the whole game, in the whole tournament, right? If I'm not mistaken, nobody's lost.
Neither of these guys have
Neither.
lost yet.
In pool play, they took care of business in pool play. Misses the second one. 6:07 left here in the 3rd quarter. Eduardo Jaime all the way in and gets the hoop and the harm. And right there, right back. They're not afraid to take it into the bigs. They're not afraid to do what they need to do to get the advantage and get to the free throw line.
And what that shows is the years of preparation and practice, finishing at the rim around bigger guys, around stronger guys.
And he finishes the 3-point play. Safafino met by Medina. Crosses the half-court line. Now makes a move. Nice crossover. Casanova for 3. Bang! And a foul called. A chance for a 4-point play. But he hits that one with 4:49. And that is Jaime's, Eduardo Jaime. I believe he has 2 right now, but
feels like almost everyone has 2 for LBJ right now. It's a tough spot to
well,
be in.
the shot counts, but it was a foul. If it was a foul, then he should go to the line.
Referees talk.
Oh, so no, it was off the ball. It was away from the ball. It was not on the ball.
Yeah.
So
they just get possession back.
They just get possession back, yeah. I was trying to figure out. I was like, was it on him or was it? So it was off the ball. 39-36. Garza. Nice
back
cut by Safi, and he gets called for a charge.
And, you know, that's one thing LBJ does a great job of, just drawing charges. And it doesn't matter whether it's a drive, whether it's a big man. They know how to pull those moves down in the low post and get the ball back.
We had some fans here. We hear, you know, without hearing, so to speak. But we did hear, you know, somebody say they're good floppers. But, hey, in this day and age, who isn't, right? Even LeBron.
Exactly.
Jump shot, mid-range, and out of bounds.
And that's Marino in the shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got tremendous touch. I mean, that one falls just short, but, you know, I've seen him play a couple times throughout the tournament, and he can hit from just about anywhere. He's creative with the way he finishes and good at drawing contact as well.
And that's another foul, charging foul. And that's the second one that Eduardo Jaime takes. That's sacrificing body for your team, man.
Absolutely.
He's taking two from two of the bigger kids on the team. I mean, they're pretty much a point guard that's, you know, they can play football too.
Mm-hmm.
They have those football bodies.
Coming through the lane.
36, 39, 517. We got from the monitor, Saul. And Casanova on Jaime. And I'm surprised that we haven't seen Osvaldo Garza handle the ball in the second half.
You know, his first couple of shots missed just a little bit, and I don't know if maybe he's been struggling to get his confidence going, but I would expect him to take over in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, and with that, we're going to take I think it's a 30-second. Well, you know what? It's a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it here. Of course, today, Mission Vets was the last of the RGV teams to be in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
And they lost.
Very valiant effort.
54-21 to Wagner. Wagner took care of business all through the region, in Region 4. I know the first game they were playing Hardindale, and they smoked them 50-something to 0, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in there. They just kept going. But that's the Wagner team that of a year ago, they had some kids on that team that they just kept rolling this year. They had some graduating seniors that went on. Some had some scholarships and went on to play just to retool again and take that run for they're in the Class 5A, I believe the Final Four, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Inside to Benavides, off the glass, misses, working off of two guys, and quickly back up. So Fino Alasel, Casanova left open for three, hits the front of the rim, misses, gets his own rebound. Garcia now resets. Back out, Casanova, cutting inside. You see a lot of 2-3 zone from either team, but they're quick and they do have good help defense.
Absolutely.
And
two
inside,
smart big men on the floor as well.
Yes. Ball out. That one is stolen by Garza. Garza played the ball. That's another thing. A nice move, finding Benavides in for two. Misdirection for Garza. I was here, not here. I'm over here now.
And giving the dish right to the big man.
39-38, 3:50 left here in the third quarter. Championship Saturday, championship game between the two undefeated teams, LBJ, Laredo LBJ, and the Weslaco Panthers. It's a game that's kind of close, and it's been close all game long. I think the biggest lead has been like 4 or 5, if I'm not mistaken, throughout the game.
This one feels like it's going to come down to the wire, doesn't it?
And that one is another charge. And now Medina. And I'm thinking, for the most part, it's the shoulder when they go down, when they come back around. And when you lower your shoulder, a lot of times you're going to get that one called.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And all the way to the rack, the big man, Lizarraga, put a hand up and had to pull up jumper. Good for Garcia. Pulls away, 41-38. Now 3-point lead, 3:06 left. Marino, right back, pull up, Jay. Misses, long rebound, Medina. Marino tried to pull the trigger quick. Decided to pull it back out. Garza. Outside, Medina, 3 from the corner. Bang, bang, bang. And tied it up, 2:42. If I'm too loud or too annoying, so all you got to do is tell me, man.
Absolutely not. I'm loving every second of it.
Garcia up at the top. Casanova being guarded by Eduardo Jaime. Now Ibarra. We haven't talked about Ibarra as much. He's been kind of silent this game, but when it comes to the crunch time, we're going to probably see a lot of him.
Absolutely. And the big thing he brings is a calming presence. He can handle the ball, take some pressure off the other guys.
And there's a hold. The ball is in and out. Casanova was fouled. Now Valderas checks in.
Oh, and that's going to be the third foul on Garza, I believe.
Lizarraga comes out. That was not on Garza. That was on Zero. That was on Garza. That's his first one.
Okay.
A three by Garcia in the corner. And quickly, Marino to the rack. Misses. Long rebound. And Ibarra has it in the corner. Swings it back out. Casanova, three. Dead straight. Misses. Safi Fino grabs it. Baseline. Goes in. Up by 5. That quick. 143. The tempo is getting fast-paced now.
Oh, yeah. Picking up the speed now.
135, excuse me. Now trying to get the half-court set with Benavides. Benavides guarded by Valderas. Valderas and Benavides makes a move. Baseline. Medina. 10-footer. Misses.
In and out. Tough luck. In and out.
That's the biggest thing. You make those stops, you got to come back and
make them count.
And make them count on your end. Weslaco up by 5. We're live on our YouTube channel. Go subscribe. RIO Sports Live. And you get notifications of when we're live. And we're live today from Los Fresnos and here in Hidalgo. Under a minute, 54 seconds left in the quarter. 46-41. Passing around at the top. Now there's a foul called, and I believe somebody was called for an offensive foul. That's number 24, Garcia, getting the foul, and that is his 3rd foul, if I'm mistaken. No, that's his 4th foul.
Oh boy.
So 4th foul, and you got 1 full quarter left. What do you do, Saul, in this case as a coach? Do you take him out?
I think so. I think you take him out, save him for the stretch run.
And guess what? Coach heard you from up here. He's taking him out, and now they got Flavio Bolanos. Did I say it right?
Tough defender. Not a great offensive threat, but a tough defender.
Yeah. And he's getting Marino. Marino jump shot. Rattles out.
Looked like you got him on the hand there, but no call. He's asking for it, though.
And a layup misses. Valderas there to clean up. And they go up 7 with 16 seconds. That's the run that we're talking about. Who's going to make the run first? It looks like Weslaco is up by 7. Right side, jumper. Good. Guns right back.
We're talking about. He can hit those from just about anywhere all day once he gets going.
And again, they can create off the dribble. They have both teams have that factor. They can create off the dribble. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live, Southwest.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6 on F Street in Harlingen. It's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
And we're back live, starting the 4th quarter. If you want to put in a plug, man, for the monitor.
Oh, absolutely. You can find all our work on rgvsports.com, and as always, you can find me on Twitter at Saul_monitor. We got a branded Twitter.
There you go. Make sure you follow us at Real Sports Live and Real Sports Live SW. That's Real Sports Live Southwest. Our Facebook pages, both Real Sports Live and Real Sports Live Southwest. Our Instagram, we got Real Sports Live Southwest Instagram already, so. We're getting that social networking, man. We got to. With everybody, with everybody being on social media, that's the presence that we got to make sure we give. So now Ibarra, as they extend the defense, Benavides makes the move inside, back outside Garza. 10-footer misses. And Garza doesn't seem himself in this game.
He really doesn't. Looks like he's hobbling a little bit down the.
Safifino banks it in. The bank is open on the weekend. It's Saturday, 7:29, and they go up 7. he's very versatile in what he does as far as Safifino out of la self.
One of the
Jaime,
best rebounding guards you'll see.
step back three, misses. Loose ball, and it is White.
Boy, I'll tell you what, just looking at it a little bit closer, I do think Garza is really kind of hobbling around a little bit. I wonder if he has something going on with the leg maybe. You know, these tournaments are long, and these kids really get worn down playing all this basketball.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're talking about your pool play games on Thursday. And then you got your bracket play on Friday, and then you got your bracket play on Saturday. And that one, and a foul called. And some extracurricular activities there, but a presence for Marino to do what he did. Grab the ball and make sure he had control. And Bolanos, a foul over the back, 6:59. Benavides, Garza. And now,
push off.
Yeah, now that is Eduardo Jaime's third. So we get to the point of the game in the fourth quarter where a lot of times you want to stay aggressive on the defensive side, but sometimes you're like, should I take a foul or not? 6:50 left. Garza on Ibarra. Championship Saturday, we got a good one here. Jump shot, and good. And you said it exactly, just like butter. With 6:35, hits a jump shot right from the free throw line. Garza drives it left, excuse me. Jaime now drives it himself up, and it is 2. Safifino is called for a blocking foul. Was it him?
Yep, that's going to be an and one.
No, it didn't go in. It didn't go in.
Oh, it was a miss. Okay.
It was a miss.
Yeah, he's shooting too.
But no, that was Casanova's foul.
Casanova.
So
that's
Casanova, that's his fourth.
Wow.
First one is good. So now the other thing too is for Weslaco, they're in the bonus. So, you know, it's one of those things where if LBJ has to be careful not putting these guards on the line, it just slows down the game a little bit more.
Absolutely.
52.
Casanova picking up his fourth, though. That's a big one because he's, I think, one of their least replaceable in terms of the starting lineup. They don't have another guy who can kind of play the hybrid 4 the way he does.
Yeah, exactly. And again, with him being the hybrid 4, Medina comes out, 4 LBJ comes in, Joshua Cáceres. With him being the 4, the hybrid 4, he can hit from downtown too, and at any given time. So a 3, talking about LaSelf, and a board gathered by Casanova. Leaking out, Marino. And that one is in and out. Jaime, put back, misses. And that ball is out of bounds. A nice play. It was a great play from Casanova to get back on defense on that one and not get his 5th foul.
Absolutely, and he was the one fighting for the rebound at the other end. What great hustle.
Valderas bringing it up the court. Safifino. Now to Valderas. Now to Bolanos. Bolanos met by Marino. Casanova on Jaime. Gets another foul. We'll see how many Eduardo Jaime has. So one more foul there in the. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I looked at it wrong. That's a 2. Is that a 2 or a 3? That's a 3.
Casanova.
Casanova, 11-point lead, 5:08. Garza tries to drive it in. Cáceres driving it in on herself. Can't find it. Now Jaime drives in, out. Head fake, jumper, misses. Ibarra quickly out to Bolanos. Bolanos will stop and pop for 3. Misses and back up. And Valderas trying not to foul, and Jaime gets it to work. 46-55, and timeout called. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back after this.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
And we're back live, fourth quarter, championship Saturday. We have a good game going on here in the fourth quarter. There was about 4 minutes left in the ball game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So we got an interesting LBJ game that I think has gone, because I saw them yesterday. It's a different team today, even from this morning. They had a good game against Hidalgo. That was a 56-50 game against Hidalgo this morning. So not sure if that 9 o'clock or that 6 o'clock wake-up time to get to here, and then that layoff from that morning.
About 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
All the way to 4
All the way to 4 o'clock. Of course, Weslaco had a later one at 10:30, but they look a little bit different than LBJ.
A little bit fresher. I agree.
4:22. Valderas on. Casanova swipes at it. Now Jaime has Ibarra. Benavides. Garza, pull up three. Bangs it in. 49-55. Still 4 minutes left. 3:55.
I think that was a big one for LBJ's confidence. You hear the bench getting loud.
And a foul. And Coach Ortega for LBJ saying, why foul? You really don't want Weslaco to go to the line.
Absolutely not. Although the one good thing for LBJ, I think this is the guy you want to send if you're going to send one person to the line. Big number 15, I don't think he's the best with his free throw shots.
And in a one-on-one, he hits his first.
Makes me eat my words.
Couldn't say that about Shaq. We knew Shaq really didn't hit his free throws. 57-49. The Lakers are playing San Antonio this afternoon, I believe tonight, right? And a nice turnaround jumper for Benavides. Down by 6, 3:27. Both teams in the bonus now. So any foul will send them for a one-on-one. Slows down the game a little bit. But Marino off to the races now. Brings it up to the front court. Decides to give it up. 3 ball. Misses. Casanova controls the tip. Now out to Salfifino. Salfifino, one way and one way only. All the way to the rack. Casanova back out to Ibarra. Surprised they didn't finish that fast break there.
Yeah, honestly.
But transition.
I think Safi was hoping Isaiah would go out to the corner. He could hit him for a 3.
Transition defense also for LBJ was good in that possession. 2:45, up by 6. Weslaco Panthers, LBJ Wolves. It's a Panther-Wolf type of game.
Absolutely. Claws out.
From the free throw line, and a foul. It's number 10, Joshua Cáceres. Fouls Safifino out of self. So he'll go to the line.
And we mentioned that big drought at the beginning of the game. Safi missed 2 free throws to start the game on the first possession.
Yeah, and I did mention it on the broadcast that he's at least an 89 to 90-something% free throw shooter. And for him to miss those 2 free throws to begin the game, you know, it's hard. It's hard to know that you got a kid that can hit the free throws and then all of a sudden he gets iced. Marino has Casanova on him. Casanova has to be careful because he's got 4. Benavides taking Valderas down. A 3-ball. Misses. Rebound. Valderas. Back out quick. Ibarra. Into the front court. Backs out. And pokes at it. That's Garza. Garza wants it back. Jaime all the way to the rack. Misses. Corner 3. Garza. Misses. Nice. Rebound. And a timeout called.
Good timeout there. Good timeout.
149. That right there. When you call a timeout, when it's in the corner, you got to make sure you have possession. And I know with Cáceres, he was kind of looking around to see who was going to help and come to the ball. Nobody came to the ball. But in that possession, Garza kept saying to Jaime, give me the ball, because he didn't want it deep in the corner. He wanted it, I guess, his spot.
Right. Instead, Jaime takes it, misses it, but he gets the ball back, and they save possession, which I think is the big thing there.
Well, down by 8, and down by 8 here in the game, and I think we got about a minute something left.
About a minute 45.
Yeah, there you go, minute 45. 8 points is not minute 49, but 8 points is not a safe lead by any means.
Absolutely not with the way these teams can shoot. We can end up in the 70s before it's all done.
Let's see, last night, I think the surprising game for us yesterday was that Stanford game against Edinburgh, I believe. That was it was a lopsided game.
Oh yeah, would they end up with 14, 16 points, something
somewhere
like
in
that?
there? Yeah, I was in awe. 134, Ibarra has it. Cáceres on him. They're playing a 2-3 zone, but they're making sure that anything in the passing lane, they're putting their hands up. And
almost a giveaway there. Safi did a good job to save that ball.
Savifino, pull up Jay, misses back of the rim. Garza picks it up, quickly back out. 3-ball, gets it, bangs it in. And just like that, a 5-point lead, 1:05 left. We'll be back with more after this.
Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito is right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners? Call Chewy's Custom Sports today.
We're back live. 59-54. Got our good friend from the monitor, Saul Berros. Did I say it right? Berrios.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. It's been fun.
Cáceres and a turnover. Turn it right back over. A loose ball. Everybody going for it and looking for it. A timeout, Weslaco. And there in that sequence, Marino did exactly what he needed to do. He got in the passing lane and got the steal. Coming right back, there was a questionable call. That again,
a little bit of contact.
Exactly. It was a bit much. But again, it's one of those things where at this point, a lot of times referees don't want to make it about themselves.
Exactly.
They want to make it about the players on the court.
No doubt.
So I think that's let's stay safe.
Absolutely. And just to put a bow on your earlier point, Houston Stafford, you know, the Hidalgo tournament always is known for getting a lot of Houston teams. Houston Dickinson won it a couple years. Unfortunately, Stafford, they lost their best player right before the tournament. Feel bad for that.
Salfifino. And 42 seconds. And now the pressure for OBJ. And now they call a reach-in foul. You get that contact on Salfifino and then nothing there. But then you get a touch foul on Garza and they call a foul.
Put Safi to the line. That's a tough sequence right there.
Exactly. You put that gentleman on the line, and pretty much it's a two-possession game, 59-54. They're up by 5, 2 possessions with 35.9 seconds left. I've enjoyed covering this this tournament, and again, it's one of those things where I don't see most of these teams go down to our market until playoff time.
Exactly.
That's when we
scouting, preseason
scouting. That's when we see it. And it's not too much scouting. It's just knowing and that one of 2 from the line, that sequence from the free throw line for Salfifino. Last touch by Marino, and that goes out. So Weslaco retains possession, 60-54. It's not like it's not the scouting purposes. It's knowing the players, knowing because you can learn what these players do, and you can learn their names and what they do best. And that, as a broadcaster, once you get to a playoff game, it gives you more knowledge of what is coming instead of, you know, knowing the fact that, is it a 1-and-1? No, it's the 10th foul, so they go 2. I think that's the difference. And for you guys, of course, you guys check out our Real Sports Live YouTube channel to catch all the Uniteds and Alexanders and LBJs and Nixons now in 6A. Marino coast to coast and misses the layup.
Want to see him finish that one at crunch time.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell the legs are getting a little tired. Those shots that were falling earlier today aren't quite falling.
And the coach for Weslaco did not get his name.
Gabe Valdez.
Okay. Gabe Valdez talking to one of the referees, kind of mentioning why do it with 25.9 seconds?
He fouled out.
You fouled out.
That's his 5th right there, so he'll be checking out. Isaiah will be checking out. And back in comes Bolanos.
So Bolanos comes in as Isaiah has had a good tournament. He's had a couple of good games that we covered yesterday that he showed up. So 61-55, 25.9 seconds. Do you miss the free throw to try and get the rebound and put it back up, or you just get yourself another?
I might, but Benavides isn't out there, so maybe not.
Misses. Valderas gets it. They're going to be pressuring the ball. Valderas, the big man, quickly to Bolanos, sorry. And Valderas.
Oh, there's the steal. That's what they were looking for.
Back over to the other side, and Casanova gets his 5th foul. But you got 10 seconds left. You got a 6-point lead. It's still 2 possessions.
Yep. Unfortunately, you can't get 3 at the line on a 2-point foul.
Exactly. Well, unless you, and I've seen it happen where they miss the second one and then get a
rebound.
Yeah, get the rebound and put it back up. Number 10 checks in, which is Joshua Rodriguez for Weslaco. Weslaco looking at a 6-point lead, and with 10.1, it looks like they might be the Platinum champions. And on 1-and-1, still scrambling. So LBJ calls a timeout, and they had possession of the ball when the ball was called timeout. So that was one of the issues that Coach Valdez was trying to did they have possession? So
it was a close one. It could have been a tie-up, but at the end of the day, the LBJ player came out of the pile with the ball and called a good timeout there.
And who was around the ball?
I was number 10?
No, it was number 3.
Number 3.
He's for Weslaco. Number 3 for Weslaco.
Of course.
Caleb Ibarra. That gentleman, he's impressed me throughout the tournament. I've seen him, his tenacity on defense, his just the way he plays defense. Not too much an offensive threat, but defensive-wise, he shows up at the times that they need a stop or they need a crucial turnover.
Definitely. And he's got the handle of a two-point guard.
Yeah. Now, Safifino he's a scorer, and he'll facilitate when it's just.
Right.
But he's the scorer of the team.
Absolutely. You know, you made the comparison earlier of LBJ's guards as Westbrook, and I think Safi might be the Weslaco version of Westbrook as well.
Yeah. .5, and that was out of bounds. The Self will dribble it out, and that ends the ball game. The 2018 7th annual Hidalgo Pirates Classic Tournament champions, the Weslaco Panthers, taking the win 61-55 over the LBJ Wolves. We want to thank everybody who joined us, everybody that watched our full coverage of the 7th annual Hidalgo Pirate Classic from Hidalgo, Texas. Right now, we're going to get the presentations of course, the second place, first place, and alternate. Now, in your eyes, the alternate selections that they gave to the teams, were you surprised, or would you give some of those alternates to those particular?
You know, I've liked the selections they made so far. I'll be interested to see who they pick for both of these teams because a lot of qualified candidates on either team, you know.
Now, for Edinburgh North, it was Quintanilla. Sergio Quintanilla was their bread and butter of Edinburgh North. Now, for Hidalgo, I believe they gave it to, I'm not sure who they gave it to. I don't know if it was Toledano or they gave it to Alexis Gonzalez.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, Alexis, man, he plays some of the best defense I've seen in this tournament.
Yeah.
He's a bigger guy. He can guard basically 1 through 5. I was really happy to see him get that award.
Now, for San Benito, I believe they gave it to Sauceda.
Sauceda, yeah, that's a good pick.
Jeremy
He's their
Sauceda.
Point guard, he's their leader. Really good fit there.
For Rio Hondo, I did not get that one, but if I'm not mistaken, I think they gave it to Daniel Garcia. I'm not sure if they did. I got to check. For me, I would give, for South San also, for Rio Grande City, I didn't get their pick. I don't know if it was
probably Aaron Marroquin.
It was probably Marroquin because Marroquin was their guy. Now for South San, it was kind of surprising, but they gave it to Jonas Carlisle. So it's just it's
you know, a lot of times coaches will put that to a vote and let the team decide. So maybe that was one of them situations there.
Probably. So for me, for LBJ, I would give it to Marino. For me.
Marino's a good pick.
For
Marino's
me.
a good pick.
Now for what?
I would be tempted to give it to Benavides too. His performance against Hidalgo, he was really the difference maker in that game.
Well, we'll see. And then for for Weslaco, I would give it to Safifino himself. I mean,
that was an easy pick, right?
both sides of the court. Oh, they gave it to Garza. They gave it to.
About that. Played well all tournament.
Either or, man, would have been one of those.
trophy, for sharing the trophy. Also in selections, Kevin Rara and Isaías Garcia. And selected as the tournament MVP from the Weslaco Panthers, Safi Fino.
They got the tournament MVP, Safi Fino, Ala La Self.
And we see Caleb Ibarra, Isaiah Garcia pick up the other 2 all-tournament nods for that team.
Caleb Garcia, yeah, I would have given it on the defensive side for him. And Garcia, of course. So, I mean, I guess everybody that watches basketball kind of sees who comes out of each team and who their kind of stars are, who their go-to guys are for the most part. So we got most of the selections for South San. I would have picked either Jason Alacorta or I would have also given it to Steven Perez, one of their big men that did a lot of work today throughout the tournament. So, man, a lot of basketball. We got here Thursday right around 3:30 in the morning. Because we had some issues, and of course traveling down to the valley is not it's never easy. It's not a cakewalk, and it's not one of those 2-hour drives like we do to Laredo and to San Antonio. It's a 4.5 to 5 hour drive, and we came all the way down to Hidalgo. I want to thank Coach Gus Sanchez for putting up a great tournament. And we talked to him yesterday, and he was happy that RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest was here taking care of this tournament and making sure that we had all our fans watch the tournament games. Absolutely. We were hoping that we would get a different site, but the main site was this one, and this is where if you played in this gym, that's who we were going to cover. So, the other thing I want to mention is make sure, guys, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, subscribe to it. You subscribe to it, you get notifications of when we're on live. Exactly who we have on. You can check our calendar. You can go back in there and look at what we have. Of course, we have a lot of games that we do. We go from volleyball to football to basketball to soccer and softball, baseball. So we have a lot of coverage, and not only in the Rio Grande Valley, where Joe Bowling is known down here, but now in the southwest region of Texas, where Laredo, Eagle Pass, Del Rio, and South San Antonio. So I enjoyed it. I guess, again, I enjoyed it here in Hidalgo. It was a short 2 days. But now I got to go to Los Fresnos because their championship game is at 6 o'clock.
Should be a good one.
So I'm going to head over there right now. I want to thank Saul, trying to get the last name, Berrios. It's like Barrios, but right, exactly. With the E, yep. Berrios. From the Monitor, rgvsports.com. If you want to contact them, you can email them at sberrios /Thomas at themonitor.com. You can follow him on his Twitter account, and I believe I have you. I'm following you on Twitter.
Appreciate that. That's Saul_monitor. I appreciate it.
So make sure, guys, for all the tournament coverage, as far as the write-ups, who got the scoring, as far as the scores and all that good stuff, check them out. Go to rgvsports.com.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you having me.
There you go. No, thank you for joining me in Championship Saturday. For the championship game, I said, hey, come on up here at halftime. We'll talk about what the half would look like and stay here for the second half. It was fun. I like to have somebody else up here with us as much as we can, just because it is hard to talk oneself. And when you do it by yourself, you usually are answering your own questions.
Absolutely.
Any final thoughts on this tournament? Because you saw a lot of games.
Yeah, it was a great tournament from top to bottom. A lot of good teams. Even in the gold bracket, the consolation bracket, there was a lot of really good basketball being played.
And I know they had the second gym right out here. There were some good games. There was some surprising teams that did not make it to the platinum bracket.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people thought South San would be here, maybe PSG North.
Yeah, that was a big one. That was a big one that I believe there was a 1-point game that they lost that put them into that gold bracket.
Couple missed free throws at the end. That'll haunt you.
There you go. So, yeah, there was a lot of surprises. And, again, it's one of those things where when you play a 3-day tournament, those bumps and bruises, especially those charges and you know, diving for the ball and all that stuff.
It adds up.
It adds up. So, for Saul Berrios, for my camera operator, who has been here all day long, all weekend long, Mr. Bert Reese, I'm Freddie Dea. Thank you once again for joining us. RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Keep talking sports.